Hello, everyone. I have another story for you today about looking for springtime and waiting for springtime. And it's got to be one of my favorites because it's about two of my absolute favorite friendly characters. They are Frog and Toad. I just love Frog and Toad. They are such wonderful friends, and friendship is so important. Let's read Frog and Toad from the book Frog and Toad All Year, the story, The Corner. Are you ready? Here's the corner. Frog and Toad were caught in the rain. They ran to Frog's house. "I am all wet," said Toad. "The day is spoiled." "Have some tea and cake," said Frog. "The rain will stop. If you stand near the stove, your clothes will soon be dry." "I will tell you a story. While we are waiting," said Frog. "Oh, good," said Toad. "When I was small, not much bigger than a pollywog," said Frog, "my father said to me, 'Son, this is a cold, gray day, but spring is just around the corner.' I wanted spring to come. I went out to find that corner. I walked down a path in the woods until I came to a corner. I went around the corner to see if spring was on the other side." There's Frog talking with his father, and there he is as a young boy, not much bigger than a pollywog, looking around a corner for spring. "And was it?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only a pine tree, 3 pebbles, and some dried grass. I walked in the meadow. Soon I came to another corner. I went around the corner to see if spring was there." "Did you find it?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only an old worm asleep on the tree stump." There's Frog and Toad talking. There's Frog finding a pine tree and 3 pebbles. He's walking some more, and he turns another corner to find an old worm asleep on a tree stump. Has he found spring yet? I walked along the river until I came to another corner. I went around the corner to look for spring. "Was it there?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only some wet mud and a lizard who was chasing his tail." "You must have been tired," said Toad. "I was tired," said Frog, "and it started to rain." I went back home. "When I got there," said Frog, "I found another corner. It was the corner of my house." "Did you go around it?" asked Toad. "I went around that corner too," said Frog. "What did you see?" asked Toad. "I saw the sun coming out," said Frog. "I saw birds sitting and singing in a tree. I saw my mother and father working in their garden. I saw flowers in the garden." "You found it!" cried Toad. "Yes," said Frog. "I was very happy. I had found the corner that spring was just around." "Look, Frog," said Toad. "You were right. The rain has stopped." Frog and Toad hurried outside. They ran around the corner of Frog's house to make sure that spring had come again. Do you think it had come again? I like to think of that story on a day that is a little cold and damp, maybe even a day that's rainy, because it's a good reminder to me that spring is just around the corner. Do you know the phrase, April showers bring May flowers? It means that when it rains in April, it helps the flowers grow so that when May comes, there are so many beautiful flowers that open up around us. That phrase reminds me of this story too. Always that better days will come and that sunshine is just around the corner. Bye.